Hi, and welcome back to Bible Bytes. This week we're going to be on part 5 of our Armor of God series. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. We're going to be in Ephesians chapter 6, and we're going to read the first part of verse 17. It says, "And take the helmet of salvation." Pretty simple. So, today we're going to be talking about the helmet of salvation. We're going to look at how we can put it on, how we can practice using it, and how we can deploy it. So, let's look at those 3 points. First, how do you put on salvation? Well, if you are a Christian and you believe that Jesus is the only way, that's it right there. You put your trust in Him, that is salvation. How can we put it on other than that? This verse in Ephesians literally says to put on salvation like a helmet. There's nothing else that can shake our salvation when we are in Jesus Christ. Nothing that can penetrate that helmet. One of the other verses that I love, and I'm just going to read it quick, is Genesis 49:18 says, "I trust in you for salvation, O Lord." That's it right there. That's how we can put it on. How can we practice the helmet of salvation? How do you practice something that you just have had maybe your whole life, if you accepted Christ at a young age, or maybe it's been a few years, but do you remember that very first time that you accepted Christ, that first day, hour, weeks, months after you knew what He did for you on the cross, how much joy that brought you? Do you remember that feeling? You were probably on fire for God and you wanted to tell everybody about it, right? Well, we can practice that and get that again, because prayer is an awesome thing. One of my other favorite verses says in Psalms 51:12, "Restore to me the joy of your salvation. Make me willing to obey you." It's so easy in our Christian life, in the busyness of our culture, to just put it on the back burner and Jesus is for Sundays and I'm too busy to go to Bible study. When we take off that helmet of salvation and we forget that joy, it's easier for the enemy to attack us. One way that we can think about this in the line of superheroes is there's one superhero in particular who never takes off his helmet. Can you guess who it is? I don't know if you would agree with me in calling him a superhero, but the Mandalorian in the Star Wars universe literally never takes his helmet off. Okay, in the presence of other people, he takes it off when he's alone to eat and probably shave, I don't know, but he never takes his helmet off. This is the way of his tribe or his colony of Mandalorians. You just don't take your helmet off because then you are more susceptible to attacks. Do you think we could treat our salvation like that? Never wanting to put it on the back burner, never wanting to take it off. Let's try that this week and see how much more we can be resistant to the enemy's attacks. So, what are we going to do when we deploy our salvation? If we never take it off, if we have our helmet equipped, we are likely to be more aware of other people too, because when you are aware of your own salvation and what Christ did for you, you're going to notice other people and just the eternity that you could have an impact on. The people around you that are walking in the grocery store or at the gas pump or even at work, you never know where they're going to be at or where they're at with Jesus. So when we're more aware of what Jesus did for us on a daily basis, we're going to be able to deploy that helmet of salvation not only against the enemy, but He doesn't want us to share that hope. So we'll be more aware of the hope that we have and want to share it with others too. I love Acts 4:12 that it says, "Salvation is found in no other name than Jesus." It's paraphrasing it a little bit, but if you think about it that way, you're going to want to have that helmet on at Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you next time.